Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love, and you can always book your own personal private reading on my website, psychicbellalove.com. And speaking of that, there is once again a scammer going around pretending to be me on Instagram. I have two pages on Instagram, one that is for my business, which is Psychic Bella Love. Not Psychics Bella Love, Psychic Bella Love. It's always linked in my description box. And Bella Love Official, which is my personal page that I don't really ever use very much. But I will not be going around making new pages. I do not go around DMing people, offering readings. I'm not doing any free readings as a giveaway, and if I ever do a giveaway, I will announce it in a video first and foremost. So I only accept readings by appointment on my website. I don't go around telling people you need a reading from me. And I certainly don't go around saying, Grand Rising, I have a message from your ancestors for you either. So I just wanted to say that, there's so many scammers that pretend to be, not just me, but like everybody on Instagram these days. So let me just, to save y'all some trouble, all of us have websites. Please always go to our website to see how to book. None of us are going around that are legit and just randomly DMing people and offering them readings. We all usually have set prices, and we're not doing it for love donations or whatever term people are using. And we're not messaging you out of the blue. So I just wanted to clear that up. And I do have, anytime that somebody is impersonating me, I post about it on my actual page. So I appreciate the DMs, but always check my actual real page as well to see, and my stories. And I will obviously, as soon as I am made aware, let y'all know, like, this isn't me, this is a scammer. So, but you can book your own reading with me on my website, psychicbellalove.com, and until March 31st, use code MARCH to get 35% off to actually speak with me and have a reading with me. And I only do readings by video and phone. I do not do them over Instagram DM. So, anyways, let's take a look at, apparently Selena Gomez is doing something with Zayn Malik at this point. Who knows? But that was the hot goss over the weekend over on the gram. So let's see what's going on there. I mean, listen, if this is true, which, I've told you guys, Selena's a lot more shady than people give her credit for. She's not the little innocent victim that everybody thinks that she is. And, it would be kind of weird given that, number one, she dated her sister's ex-boyfriend the weekend, and then she just was saying that the reason why her brow lamination that then, started all of the drama didn't work out was because Bella Hadid is her girl crush, and she was trying to do her eyebrows like hers. So it's just like, girl, really? Kind of weird and stalkerish. So let's see what Spirit in the cards have to say. Also, I only do video requests on my Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/psychicbellalove to join, and at the appropriate tier, I do accept requests for celebrity video readings, but that is the only place that I do it. And we also talk about the Illuminati, conspiracy theories, religion, history. I post most days per week. I give exclusive sales and discounts over there for my Patreons, and we go live at least once a week as well. And we will go live on this channel again starting in April. It will be on Saturdays now. So stay tuned. I will post on my community tab when the next one will be. And I always post stuff on the community tab and on my Instagram stories, on my actual Instagram. But if I do post it on my Instagram stories and it's related to anything, you know, to do with sales, videos, whatever, I always do post it on the community tab as well. So make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss out on any of that. And then my backup channel is Bella Love Podcast. Make sure that you subscribe to that as well. The link is in the description box as well for that. And that's where eventually we'll end up doing all of our lives. And I do have content that I will be posting that will be exclusive to that channel over there as well starting next month. So, Selena, what are you up to, girl? Well, it looks like the rumors are true. They are hooking up. She moved on fast because wasn't she just with the homeboy from that other group, the Chainsmokers, like last month? You know, Spirit saying with her, she does kind of always have somebody around, so to speak. And she likes having the attention, but then when it comes down to actually like making a commitment or choosing somebody to commit to, it's let me skedaddle out the door. I'm not like really looking for anything long-term or serious. There is, you know, some healing that she needs to do because she is kind of the runner when it comes to situations, which also Spirit is saying that's why she always ends up picking the absolute worst guys that she can to date, and then it always ends up in some disappointment for her because she's not using the best judgment. She's not coming from a place of I've been healed, and therefore I'm looking for somebody that can give me what I need. I'm just looking for, you know, to fill a void, but then when it comes down to it, I got what I needed, I leave. You know, either they're disappointed or I'm disappointed, but it never really truly works out all that great. There is, you know, it's funny because we sit here, we talk about how there is an obsession as far as like Haley is concerned when it comes to Selena. There is some kind of weird obsession that she does seem to have with the Hadid sisters. Almost like, I wish like I could sort of live more in their life or be more like them. And so I get to fulfill some of that when I date the people that they have dated. And there's a lot of women that do that, and men too. You know, it's like, oh, I'm so obsessed with this person, and if I could date whoever they dated, then that means that like I'm as good as them because that guy picked me too. And so ultimately she does want to end up married, but like I said, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place before she can get to that point of really choosing somebody appropriate, as well as being able to stick around and see that kind of commitment through. We'll hear more about them. I don't see much of like a confirmation, like they're in a relationship and they're on red carpets holding hands together the way that we saw her with The Weeknd, but we will hear like much more, probably like Dumas sightings of them out and about. It feels a lot more like they're just kind of hooking up, you know, but again, it's like this Knight of Wands, the Magician card, and the Ace of Cups is talking about that obsession energy of I want to be like you and doing it through following behind on men you have dated. Zayn is doing this on purpose because he's pissed about something that's going on with him and Gigi. I don't feel like he wanted that relationship to end, and when it did. And also, he really believes that she cheated on him or left him to try to pursue somebody else. And it's not the Leonardo DiCaprio thing that everybody was talking about, that we never actually saw the two of them together. Which, by the way, Spirit saying that was Yolanda feeding stories to the tabloids, because she, number one, does not like Zayn and didn't want him and Gigi staying together. And she thought that would scare him off. Number two, it was about trying to, get Gigi's name out there and get PR for her and being, a Kris Jenner momager type. And number three, it was just, like, oh, then this will raise Gigi's profile, because if other guys are like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio dated her, then maybe they'll all want to, like, line up, and then she can find somebody and move on away from Zayn. However, in this instance, what Spirit is saying is there was somebody else that was around that Zayn, was kind of like, we've all been there. Oh, don't worry about that. That's my guy friend. And he always felt like there's this guy orbiting around in this relationship that you keep telling me not to worry about. I don't believe that. And he feels like, she left the relationship to pursue this other guy, and that there was some involvement that was happening, but that relationship with the other guy didn't take off. It feels like it was somebody that was like a male model type of a person, not anybody that's like super duper big. But obviously it didn't end up working out. So there's still, and then obviously like her mom put him through a lot of shit. Spirit saying he still feels like a lot of the conversations and things that he has with Gigi, it's almost like your mom put that into your head. I was, trying to talk to you about like, can I have the baby next weekend? Can we take her to the zoo? Can we do this? Can we do that? And then the way that she's responding, it's like, why do you have such an issue with that? Like, it sounds like your mom is like hyping you up to try to control how much involvement I get in my daughter's life, and this is unfair. And so it's kind of like, well, I know the one person that is interested in me right now that would totally get under your skin, and that is Selena Gomez. So if I'm going to be seen making out with her to get back at you, to piss you off, because, it's passive aggressive, obviously, but I'm not too happy with the way that things are going with us. And so, it's kind of my way of getting back at you a bit. Zayn's going to end up in another relationship soon, though. I do get somebody that's coming up as this water sign Queen of Cups that he's actually going to really like. Again, this is not Selena. This is somebody else. But this is somebody that honestly I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't end up married to them. Because we've got the Nine of Cups and then the Two of Cups denoting a happy relationship leading to a longer term commitment. So Spirit saying, it's kind of almost like another flash in the pan situation for Selena. Give it a couple months, maybe, tops. And then he's with somebody else, kind of out of the blue, too. And then she's on to the next as well. So, let's see. Spirit, what else can you tell us about Selena Gomez's love life going forward? Thank you. See if they want to tell us anything about her moving on with somebody else. The underlying energy, we have the Ace of Cups, the Hermit card, and the Judgment card. There's a period that she's going to take away from dating and actually finally work on herself and work on healing so that she can move on and finally, you know, be with somebody that's much better for her and that isn't, you know, on a break or has all this baby mama drama. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but she was like involved with Orlando Bloom. I always want to say Broom. Orlando Bloom during one of his breaks with Katy Perry. And apparently her and Katy were cool, so that was kind of a big slap in the face to Katy. And, you know, Spirit says she has a habit of that. It's almost like the same way that Pete Davidson is the go-to rebound guy for people in Hollywood. It's almost like Selena is either jumping on somebody that just got out of a relationship or comes in at the tail end of somebody's relationship or is going through a bunch of drama with an ex and they're sort of back and forth. And so, you know, Spirit's saying that's kind of that validation thing. And on top of it, you know, sometimes we may think that we want a relationship and we're ready for one, but yet when we keep finding ourselves with people who can't make a commitment to us, and then we sort of ask ourselves like, well, why is nobody committing to me? It's because we may be subconsciously seeking out people who can't commit to us because we are a commitment phobe ourselves, and we realize that that is something that we do want, that sort of relationship in the future, but there's a disconnect where we're not ready for it currently. Because once we jump over that hurdle and we get to that space where we are ready, then we see that those types of people don't show up in our life anymore. And we're so quick to be able to spot if somebody is really worth our time and effort and if they are on the same page as us, and we don't end up wasting our time with the wrong people. And we do find ourselves in relationships that, you know, with people who want to be committed to us. So, you know, just a little bit of tea. The minds can play all kinds of tricks on us, and a want and a need and a ready for can sometimes be three separate things that are not simultaneously happening. All right, so there's going to be, before we get to this point of this taking a break to actually heal, there is going to be another situation that comes along after the Zayn stuff where she does end up kind of playing rebounds third party to another person that people assume that she is close to or that has had a friendship with, and this will be kind of public. And what Spirit's saying is, you know, it's not meant to destroy or cancel her or expose her to the world. It's to expose her to herself. To say, Selena, you need to fix whatever it is that keeps putting you in these situations and stop trying to validate the past through your present relationships and heal from that so that you don't continue to be that girl. Because it does feel like whoever this is, they're really happy in their situation, and the next thing that they know, here comes Selena blindsiding them, playing the third party in their relationship and backstabbing them. And it is going to be extremely hurtful to them. And I do feel like it is going to change a lot of people's opinion about her. You know, it's almost like the wool has been pulled off of everybody's eyes and you can't see her as this innocent little victim act that she's been, you know, portraying for so long. Now all of a sudden everybody's seeing it for what it is, and that, you know, not that she's a horrible person, but she has a shady side to her. She can be petty. She can do messed up things. We all can. Nobody is perfect. And that's going to honestly kind of validate Haley a bit, because she's coming up as the Queen of Wands here celebrating like, see, I'm not all bad. Girl, two wrongs don't make a right, you know? But the Haley fans will be like, now everybody sees, finally, she always does things like this. I do see her being a mom. The funny thing is, I don't see a man here. I see a Page of Cups. somebody that's unfortunately around because they're seeing a financial benefit in being involved with her. And it's like playing a game. I'm here pretending to be the knight in shining armor. I'm, just not as mature as I need to be. And then there's the pregnancy that comes. But there's this Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. I'm not entirely faithful, and a big motivation for me being here was financially motivated. Whether that means I was kind of living off of you, or it means I saw the opportunity career-wise for me on how it boosts things. Because see, it's like once the pregnancy happens, it seems like everything's working out. Then shit falls apart and things end. Which she also probably needs to be careful with her health, with a pregnancy. But I think that also is going to be, hate to say it, maybe a little bit of karma for always being that other woman in other people's situations. However, then we get a King of Wands coming in. Spirit saying, is he the best person ever? No. Is he better for her than anybody else that she's been with? Yes. And there will be a second child that comes from that situation, a daughter. So the first one, it wasn't saying if it was a girl or a boy. But we will end up seeing Selena be a parent. Single mom first, then she pairs up with somebody, and then they have that second child. Seems like she has a lot of lessons to learn and love still here. But also Spirit saying, as much as she talks about healing, she's not the best at actually following through on it, if that makes sense. It's like, I don't give it my all. I go to therapy, but I'm not doing what I tell the therapist I'm doing, or I'm not trying as much as I should. And, I'm not taking it as seriously as I should, or I think just showing up, counts. And I made the effort, that counts for something, right? But it's like you have to actually do the work. She doesn't do the work. Once she does the work, things will change for her. So, anyways, guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap that up here. I hope everybody is having a good day. And like I said, you can always book your own personal private reading with me on my website. Join the Patreon. Follow me on my actual real Instagram account and my backup channel. All that information will be linked in the description box below. And if you made it to the end, let me know. Do you buy the innocent little victim act from Selena? What do you think about all of this? Do you think it's really super shady that she's with Zayn? Tell me. Let me know how you feel about it. And I hope everybody has a good one.